Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I'm Joe, and I am going to try to get a live match for you guys right now. So I win the die roll, and it's an okay hand. Certainly a keepable 6 if we get rid of one of these lands. I'll keep, especially on the play. I'm hitting my curve. Far from the best hand, but we're going to draw a bunch of cards throughout the game, and they'll probably be good ones. And we see the opponent mulliganing, so keep feels better at this point. I like that he respected that I'm supposed to declare first before doing his mulligans. And okay, so go to our turn. It looks like he didn't like his scry either, so we'll open with Island into Cursecatcher and pass. Now this is the mirror. I probably should have run out. Okay, so this is Affinity on a mulligan to 5. Steel Overseer. With okay, so yeah, he's got that right. Yes, he does. Harbinger's probably going to be huge here. That AEther Vial is pretty huge as well. Let's see, what's the play here? AEther Vial or Silvergill? Can I afford to wait a turn for AEther Vial? We've got all these lands. Do I really need the AEther Vial? Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and play Silvergill, revealing Harbinger, draw a card. Alright, good to draw through that land. And we'll just end. Really need some gas. Now, the opponent's on a mulligan to 5. This would just be straight up embarrassing if we lost. I can deal with 1-2 flyers. I'm going to bounce the Steel Overseer next turn. He saw the Harbinger, so he's probably thinking very carefully about whether he wants to bounce or not. He might just activate his 2 lands and get counters onto those guys. He's playing a Signal Pest for 1, and then he's going to put counters on all of these guys. This is gross. So he activated, right, and then played a Signal Pest. I hate this deck. More land. Super great. Let's bounce this guy. Play an AEther Vial. This thing is a 1-2. These things are 1-3s, so he's got blocks for days. Yeah, we just got to end. Pretty terrible. These things are going to get pumped by the Signal Pest? Ugh. What a deck to play against with that keep that I made. I think I've drawn 2 lands so far after keeping a 4-land hand. An Echoing Truth resets the Ornithopters. He's going to get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's so gross. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Alright, so wrecked on the opponent mulliganing to 5. That's harsh stuff. I'm going to bring in all my Hurkyl's recalls. You know, I've been taking out the Echoing Truth, but I'm going to leave that in and see how it goes. I think that, you know, as usual, I'm going to take out the Masters of Waves. They are too clunky. Echoing Truth is just another way to interact with them. I think 3 Spreading Seas might be a little bit unnecessary. Cursecatcher, good for early aggression. And if they're running light on mana, we can keep them off of some of their spells like Galvanic Blast. I think I'll cut 1, but Seas can take them off of a flyer, the manlands. I think I'll cut a Cursecatcher. Alright, let's see how that goes. This is so gross. I'm on the play. I've got Echoing Truth, Hurkyl's Recall. If we hit any land, we get to play Silvergill Adept. This is a high variance matchup, and I think I have to keep this. Oh, the opponent telling me. It's kind of annoying. Alright, I'm going to keep. He mulligans to 5, and I'm going to lose again on a 1-lander. Okay. Let's try this again. Opponent mulligans to 5. I've got plenty of hate. Memnite. Oh, there it is. Hallelujah. So, I think it's going to be Lord and attack here. Don't really need to draw cards at this point. So, we've already got the Hurkyls and the Echoing Truth. +1, +0, plays a Glimmer Void. That's pretty good with me on Hurkyls, as long as he taps out. Swings for 2. Taps out. I can blow up his Glimmer Void. Alright, let's see how it goes. Nothing super threatening right now. We can just swing for 4 and sit back. Use the Echoing... Well, maybe we just Vapor Snag right now. Or just play a Lord and attack. Cranial Plating is always a little bit scary. I think I'm going to attack here. And then I'll Vapor Snag this guy. Just tempoing him out. He's going to have to use his turn to play that guy out again. So definitely a spicy keep this game. Maybe he's got some Springleaf drum action going on here. Okay, Steel Overseer, and pass the turn back to me. Alright, so at this point we can play a Lord and attack. Or we can just bounce everything. He'd lose his land. He can play out this and then play out that. I don't feel particularly threatened right now, so I think I'm going to take this opportunity to play a Lord. Swing for 6. Ornithopter. Tap the Ornithopter. Play the Ravager. I don't think he has enough. He can... Vault Scourge. It's going all out here. Tap the Steel Overseer. Oh my goodness. They all get counters. Is he attacking now? So this is 1 and then... Alright, so I was just thinking if he could just, because these are all +1 counters. So he could have, let's see. Now, okay, I guess it's only his counters that matter. It can't really accumulate all of these counters onto one thing. So I'm just gonna Hurkyls and win. Alright. So, Affinity on the play now. He's mulliganed to 5 twice, and we still almost lost. So we had to keep that one land hand that game. We are on the draw here, so we have a little bit more flexibility with keeping opening hands. We just really want to see a Hurkyl's Recall in the opening hand. So the opponent might be changing his approach a little bit. There it is. Oh my goodness. The same exact thing. The same exact thing. But on the draw, of course, I have to keep it. We don't have the Echoing Truth backing us up. Looks like he liked his scry. Oh my god, and we hit our land right on time. This is absurd. If this guy beats me, I'm just gonna go in my bedroom and cry for like 3 hours. What is going on? This is absurd. All right. Well, land is excellent. I can't ask for more than land there. So I guess we bounce the Signal Pest here, right? It's pretty solid. He has to pay 1 more mana to get him out. He's not going to be buffing all this stuff. Yeah. Well, first let's attack with the Cursecatcher, just cause. I'm gonna play out our island now. Bounce this little guy. Replay it, play the Steel Overseer. Just gotta develop more tempo. Arcbound. Okay. What did he tap for that? Tap Ink Moth. It puts it into play. Taps this, taps Signal Pest. Springleaf Drum. What? I don't know, whatever. Looks good to me. Aether Vial is solid because I've got 3 lands to work with here. Does he have a big attack next turn? Okay, so he's on 0 cards. That's really important to note. I can sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Throw that all on this guy. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he taps this, activates this, and gets a counter on it. Activating it, I can bounce it at the end step. He just puts a counter on it, and then activates it again next turn. It's 3. He can sack, 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 sack. That's 5 artifacts under this is 6. It's dangerously close. I think I've got to leave up Hurkyls here. Dare I attack into this board? Not playing Silvergill this turn. So, Arcbound Ravager. I think I might just attack with the Harbinger. No, I don't think so. Aether Vial and end. Everybody gets gigantic, and if he goes for it, I've got it covered. Let's move these guys over. Just act like I'm thinking about my Aether Vial. Nothing going on over here with this Hurkyl's Recall. Just trying to block with my Mutavault. This is absurd, the amount of power that we're seeing in this guy's mulligans to 5. I guess all he's missing is his Cranial Plating. So now this guy has 2 counters on him. I think I'm going to draw like that. All right, we're hanging on. Oh my god. That's so good. Sometimes the deck makes me happy. Sometimes it doesn't. The opponent's at 19. We've got to get this Lord onto the table. Got to get... Well, let's just... Don't have to use this Hurkyl right away. It's not threatening big banana stuff next turn. So going to play this, and I'm going to show him this guy. Maybe not yet. I'll show him this guy. Wanderwine Hub. Probably should have tapped a little differently if I wanted to attack with Mutavault. But this gets to leave up Hurkyl if necessary. Well, no. I think I'm going to bring in the Cursecatcher and not be worried about needing to use Hurkyl next turn. So it is 5. The opponent takes 5. The reason I'm not worried this turn is he has to use his mana. Alright, so Galvanic Blast is fine. I can sack 2 Cursecatchers, but he's got mana to cover it. Still not cruising for the win next turn or anything. Seal Overseer, pretty good, but I do have the second Hurkyl. That's what happens when you play 4, I guess. Starting actually to feel better maybe about running the Echoing Truth. Silvergill is solid. I'm gonna vial this guy in. Draw a card. Play the Cavern. Can't activate this guy yet. He's got an 0-2 and an 0-1. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's quick math on the opponent's side. And let's see what they've got this turn. He still has an Arcbound Ravager in his hand. So there's only one unknown card, I think. So I didn't point out when it happened, but blocking his Arcbound Ravager as a 2-2 forced him to, well, it didn't force him. I guess he didn't need to sack that Springleaf Drum to make it into a 3-3 because he was activating Seal Overseer anyway, which would have made him into a 3-3, but it did make the opponent sack his Springleaf Drum, which is great because if I didn't block, if I just bounced everything at the end of Declare Attackers, he would have gotten the Springleaf Drum back in hand and would have had more mana acceleration. Okay. I may have won through the first Hurkyl. Yeah, it is. As gross as your game one. Pretty lopsided stuff. It's nice to see a good affinity, like a happy affinity player. I feel like they're always so salty. Sure thing. Good games. One more post board. For kicks. Alright, so let's see how it goes. So you guys get a bonus game. If this guy doesn't mulligan to 5, I have a feeling, I'll probably get smashed. Unless I happen to draw 3 Hurkyl's Recalls like I did in that game. Another mulligan. I think that's the 4th mulligan in a row. And I finally have 2 lands in my hand. Okay. Darksteel into Vault Scourge. Oh, haven't seen much of this guy yet. He did show up for a second. Has Metalcraft, but nothing to play. Kira is decent, can block Vault Scourge. We do get to play turn 1 Cursecatcher. We have some interaction with Echoing Truth. The hand is good. We also have a Harbinger. We can play that guy next time and bounce the Vault Scourge. Oh no, oh no. Uh, 14. Did he gain his 6 life? Yeah, he did. Alright. But he's only got 1 creature. We can slow that down. And we will. Alright, and we swing for 1. Opponent goes down to 23. Alright. Got some more interaction. Gonna play Springleaf Drum. Arcbound. Tap the Arcbound, pay 2 life, play the Vault Scourge. Alright. Jump, Arcbound. Alright, whatever. I think it's fine. Sequencing was a little bit weird. Land is right on time. I kind of like that. Because now I can play Kira if I want. Alright, I feel like I've got the tools to win this game if I play intelligently. He's got so many artifacts. Cranial Plating is the sort of anti-combo with Arcbound Ravager. What do we play here? If we play Kira, he can sack a bunch of stuff onto Arcbound, and then attack with Arcbound. I can just chump block. I can block and kill the... Alright, I think Kira is the play here. And I'm not going to attack into the Arcbound right now, although, if I do, in order to survive, he needs to sack 2 artifacts. So he could sack Springleaf and this. He's only got 1 card in hand. This will become a 3/3. He can then dump all of the counters onto this guy. If he dumps all the counters onto this guy, that's pretty sick because then I can Echoing Truth him. So I'm going to play Kira. But the question was whether I should attack now. If I attack, he sacks 2 of these things, and I just lose the Harbinger. I think I just play Kira and pass. Every turn gives us another chance to draw into a Hurkyl's Recall. If he attacks with the Vault Scourge, I'm definitely going to block with the Kira. Alright, I guess he just wants to gain a crap load of life. think we have to chump block here with a Cursecatcher, just so he doesn't push. Well, the thing is, look, if we... I'm going to block here. I'm going to block here for sure. He's got one card in hand. Kira's protecting us from, like, protecting us from Galvanic Blast if he was thinking about even using that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So everything on the battlefield right now is an artifact. This is a 9/1. But it will die. It'll die if I block. And if it doesn't die, then I bounce it with Spreading Seas. And if it doesn't die, it's because he sacked the Arcbound Ravager. So I'm going to block... I think I'm going to block here. Block there, and then if he doesn't move them, and then instead pile some stuff onto Arcbound Ravager, I can Equinch with him, but then he moves the counters. So I'm going to draw an arrow here, and then I'm going to draw an arrow from the Cursecatcher, I think. No, that makes it a little too easy. I'm going to draw it like that. I mean, with 8 artifacts, as I mentioned, this is a 9/1 right now. I can see the appeal. Okay, so this is now a 2/2. Currently would, okay, it's going to be a 3/3. Okay, so this will die. Kira dies. Scourge down. All right. So now we have Echoing Truth. We can bounce this Arcbound Ravager. Mutavault is good. Mutavault is good because we get to play some card draw spells. I think, let's see. I might start with Silvergill Adept, revealing a Lord. Oh man, very nice. So then he's at 28. I need to pace myself. I can keep chumping the Arcbound Ravager for a little while. There's no trample or anything. So time to play out the Mutavault. Let's see. I think I want to keep drawing cards. I want to be a little bit greedy here. I can chump block this guy for days. He has no man lands or anything out. I don't want to give him blue mana for anything this turn. Although he already has it here. I'm being a little silly, so draw. Harbinger's solid. I think I'm going to attack with Cursecatcher and up. So if I attack with Cursecatcher, then I'm going to block with Silvergill. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. I want my power. I'm not going to... Well, he doesn't have very much mana. Cursecatcher is decent. I'm going to attack. One, two, three. This is still an artifact, so he can sack it. Okay, now I have to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Oh, now I get to bounce this guy with the Harbinger. That's extra sweet. And I think that playing AEther Vial in this spot is more valuable than attacking with the Mutavault right now. So bouncing Arcbound Ravager with no other creatures on the table is always excellent, because he can't redistribute his counters. Lord of Atlantis. Do we want to attack with the Mutavault? Make him sack some stuff. He can attach this at instant speed by... No, he can't. He can't do it and block. No, he can block and then tap, and yeah, so he could do it at instant speed and eat one of my creatures. But although Cranial Plating, again, is a Nambo with Arcbound Ravager, I feel like this guy's playing a lot faster than I am. If I bounce everything now, every single thing on the table goes back to his hand, but I don't think it's time for that yet. Alright, it's time to activate a Mutavault and attack with these guys. So he takes 4, and yeah, that's it. If I feel threatened, I'll just jump block with the Cursecatcher or something. Is he blasting Cursecatcher? Got it. So Blinkmoth comes in. Looks like he's going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2 plus 5 is 7. That means it's an 8-1 right now. So if it's... Hold on a sec. If he sacks stuff, it doesn't even matter because it inverse relationship with this stuff. Animate Nexus. Okay. I'm just being a little bit silly, I think, here. Spell Pierce. That's beautiful, actually. So I'll take 8. Still have the Hurkyls in hand. Okay, now it's time to start applying pressure. We are going to activate... We can still only activate one Mutavault, which is unfortunate. 22 down to 16. Yeah, and I think we've got this wrapped up. I think I might just animate the Mutavault and try to block. I mean, he might just scoop, I don't know. He'll probably go to attacks, though. Animate Mutavault, block with Mutavault. And then see if we can get him to sack anything to get +1 counters, and then we Hurkyl's Recall. Animating Blink Moth. Switching the Cranial Plating. Opponent's still at 16. Artifact, artifact. Artifact. Mox Opal is online, but doesn't play anything. Alright, so let's start off with this. I don't think he can respond, so so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I play this guy, then it's 4 plus 4. He doesn't have any creatures, so I think we just attack. So I think it's 3, 3, 3, and 2, so it should be 11. No, more, I'm sorry, more. So it's 4, 4, 4, and 3, which is 15. The opponent goes from 16 down. I don't think playing that second Lord would have done it. I can count it up, though. I mean, I don't see what he can do here because he has no attacks. But if I play the second Lord, only attack with this one, then it's still not lethal. It's 5, 4, that's 9 plus 5. It's 14 still, I think. So has an arc bound, but I can just attack with everybody. It's so funny how uncomfortable we are against Affinity. Yeah, a good opponent and a good sport. So, so yeah, a good sport, and we managed to get there. Basically, what was it? It was 3 games out of 4. So if opponent keeps 7, they're not very good, or they're very lucky. So says the deck is very volatile and they tend to mulligan a lot, which I guess makes sense. But then you know, 6 cards doesn't take 6 cards doesn't have much of a chance. A better chance of being better than 7, if you understand what I'm saying. So I don't know if it's correct saying that they should mulligan very often. So that was fun. A rare victory against Affinity. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought about all my plays, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.